Last week, MLB The Show announced that Stage 4 Team Affinity is coming out this Friday. Yes, the same Friday that I'm flying to San Francisco to go hang out with Kyle and Cougs and Adam. So I'm not gonna be able to make videos in my setup when all this stuff drops this weekend. But I am gonna be live streaming with the boys and making some videos out in Cali. So I will be covering this stuff. Make sure you're following me on Instagram to stay up to date on my trip to the West Coast. Stage 4 Team Affinity comes out on Friday, and today we got some confirmation. Stage 4 Team Affinity is finest cards. Confirmed. As you can see, I'm at 100% on every single team through 3 stages of the Team Affinity, and I am gonna get it to 100% on all 4. So on Twitter, MLB The Show dropped a couple of graphics. We got a sneak peek at a couple of these finest cards that I'm about to break down in just a second. But I first wanna say the design on these cards is flawless and beautiful. Now, last year, I got to reveal some of the finest cards through SDS. I haven't heard anything from them this year, so just like you guys, I know everything that you know. There's no inside information that I know about finest this year. So I'm learning this as you're learning it in real time. The design on these cards is absolutely sick. I was kind of hoping that they did finest separate from Stage 4, let Stage 4 be its own thing, and then have finest as a separate program, just because I wanted there to be 2 different content drops. But it is all one content drop, and this is probably gonna be the last big content drop of the year for MLB The Show 20. Holidays are coming, winter meetings are right around the corner, and we're gonna start getting the promo tour for MLB The Show 21. PlayStation 5 is about to come out, and then you got the game going over. MLB The Show 21 is gonna be on Xbox and Nintendo, so you got that crossover happening this upcoming year. We don't even have a release date yet on MLB The Show 21. There's just so much to know. I think we're gonna have an 11th inning program, and that's probably gonna be it for the year on content. And I'm about to move out of my house in a week. There's just so much happening right now. If this is your first year playing MLB The Show's Diamond Dynasty, they do this finest every year. This year it's gonna be the Stage 4 Team Affinity. So here's what we got. The first card that MLB The Show San Diego Studios revealed on Twitter today was Nelson Cruz, 99 finest card for the Minnesota Twins, 125, 125 against left, 92, 118 against right. Obviously the 67 defense, 32 speed. Not really end game there. Not really a card that's gonna break too many lines. Not that much better than his live series card. Will rake against lefties though, will be a solid addition to Battle Royale and events and stuff like that for the end of the year. I'm gonna assume that we're gonna get an Infinity event just like last year. So the last event at the end of the year is called the Infinity event. That's what they did last year, where the event's just gonna run through until the end of the year, and you can just keep doing it to get packs and stubs and stuff, but there's no like crazy reward there. It's just a way for you to keep getting stuff in the back end of the cycle. So cards like this will be usable there. Doesn't look like these cards, at least the ones that came out today, don't look crazy good. There's probably gonna be a few that are very good. We'll see how they come out. There's some very good options for these teams. A handful of these cards are gonna be straight up nasty, but it looks like there's gonna be some underwhelming ones as well, which honestly is totally okay by me. The game's been out for over 7 months. It's gonna be hard to compete with the Willie Mazes and the Babe Ruths and the Ken Griffeys and the Mickey Mantles of the world. There's so many options at every position at this point. I like the way they did content this year. Can't expect too many cards at this point to compete with the type of legends that are already in the game. It's bonkers that we're not getting Willie Mays until November, but here we are. The Atlanta Braves. A lot of people were anticipating this because Freddie Freeman didn't get too many cards throughout the year, and he had such a phenomenal season, probably going to win MVP of the National League. 125, 117 against right. He did not slash well whatsoever against lefties. The 86, 81's actually kind of generous. He did not see that much left-handed pitching this year. Diamond defense, just incredible season for Freddie Freeman, and he's gonna smash right-handed pitching as he should. Seattle Mariners, Kyle Lewis. Love seeing this. Kyle Lewis was a very high pick a few years ago, dealt with some injuries when he was in the minor leagues. This year, with everything going on in the world, Kyle Lewis gets an opportunity to start every day for the Mariners and just went bonkers. 108, 104 against right, 87, 122 against left. Diamond defense, solid speed. 69's not, it's not blowing circles around anyone, but it's decent speed. It'll get you first to home if you find a gap late in a game. Kyle Lewis, Seattle Mariners finest card. And then last but not least, David Fletcher. Twitter was so excited about this. Despite the 65 power, David Fletcher is just a fan favorite, not just of MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty people in the fantasy leagues, But baseball fans in general just love David Fletcher, and he had such a good year. He could play anywhere on the field. He just does it all. 116, 125 contact, 118 vision. Gonna have all the PCI you could ask for. Diamond defense at all of those different positions, and 60 speed. Shortstop is the primary on David Fletcher, 99 finest. And again, I just gotta say this one more time. The design on these cards, they may be simple, but they are sick. Question of the day in the comment section down below. What finest cards do you want to see? Make your predictions on some of the teams that we don't know about yet, and let me know who you want to see in these finest sets. There is some really good potential here. There's going to be some underwhelming cards in this set. We're already seeing some in the previews, but some of these cards, there's going to be at least a few of them that are straight up gross. Who do you think those are going to be? Let me know in the comments. Just to name a few guys who I think are going to get finest cards that could be absolutely gross, and you can fact check me on this after they come out on Friday. Mike Yastrzemski in San Francisco could have a loaded card with 100 hitting all across the board. Trevor Bauer finest card for the Cincinnati Reds could have a big mix with a sinker that throws hard. Speaking of good pitch mixes, how about Chicago Cubs Yu Darvish? Cutter, throws hard, has the two different types of breaking balls. Yu Darvish finest card could be nasty as well. The one that I am actually most excited about, and I just hope that his defense is solid because he was pretty good out there for the short season. Juan Soto is gonna absolutely mash. The only reason this guy isn't really in the MVP discussion is because the team was absolutely horrendous and he missed a chunk of the season early on. But Juan Soto had a historical stint this year. I think he played like 45, 50 games. He was unbelievable. The hitting stats on this card are gonna be nasty. We could potentially get a really, really nasty Charlie Blackmon or Trevor Story with the Colorado Rockies. Shane Bieber's like the obvious choice with the Indians. But then again, I could see Shane Bieber being more of like a collection reward and they could go with someone else on the team. Other than that, Bieber was just so lights out, and I would be surprised if there's not like an overall collection with this where you can get even more of the finest cards separate from Team Affinity. Like, I don't think the 30 cards that we get through stage 4 are gonna be the only finest cards in the game, if that makes any sense. Don't quote me on that though, I could be wrong. The Phillies could either be Zach Wheeler, Didi Gregorius, Rhys Hoskins, JT Realmuto. They could go a couple different routes that would actually turn out to be pretty good cards. I'm personally leaning on Didi Gregorius because his 94 still rakes for me. If you want to give me a 98, 99 overall Didi, Luis Robert. I mean, listen, Jose Abreu was definitely the best hitter on that team this year, the most consistent hitter on that team this year, but he's got a 97 in the game already. Feed me Luis Robert as their finest simply because Jose Abreu already has a 97. Just cheese it. Give us a super juiced version of Luis Robert, please. And I think for the Milwaukee Brewers, it might be Hader again, just like last year. But that card's going to be nasty. I wanted to at least mention that if he does get finest on the same team 2 years in a row, the card's going to be gross. It's a welcome lefty in the game for me. The 99 Lamet that you're going to get for the Padres, I don't think there's any other options there, is definitely going to be it. Machado's got a juice card in the game. Tatis just got a 99 Player of the Month you can prestige. It's going to be Lamet, and he's going to be gross. Just go ahead and put my headphones on here. So there it is, guys. Stage 4 Team Affinity is confirmed to be finest cards. We're getting another big haul of content. Not going to be much more for the rest of the year. We're going to get the 11th inning program, but that's about it. I'm going to be wrapping up No Money Spent soon. Once I unlock Mike Trout, maybe get some of these cards, we'll see. Probably going to wrap up pack squads around holidays, save that for MLB 21. We're going to run Wager Wheel for the rest of the year, though. And like I said, I'm going to California to collab with some other MLB The Show content creators. So if you want to see that, follow me on Instagram at RealShelfy. Follow me on Twitch to stay up to date on the live streams. I'm going to be streaming live from Kyle's house, so make sure you don't miss it. We're all going to be hanging out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, by the way, I got Griffey, and that video is going to be going up soon. Promise. Peace.